A great start to the weekend here as we've got baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Stepping in, Cookie Cowboy, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, he's batting lefty right now, but doesn't matter. He can hit from either side of the plate.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. With throw, giving chase. And that's the second out of the inning. Cookie Cowboy is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Cookie Cowboy.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, you talk about being comfortable at the plate.
So striding in, number 25, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Barnes looking up, gone! Cookie Cowboy will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is so a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring position. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was more than enough to lead his guys to victory.
Our final line score tonight.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com.
2 runs, 6.
Tonight's game is... The show is on the air with Saturday Night Baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, game 2 of this 3. Cookie Cowboy will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long... Cookie Cowboy stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Oh, and guys, he absolutely hammered.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. Cookie Cowboy will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Gone!
The batter, right fielder, Cookie Cowboy.
In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 4th in the ball game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Incredible. I mean, if I wasn't sitting here, I wouldn't...
Cookie Cowboy digs in, and here he comes again. 4 home runs already under his belt and looking for number 5. He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle, and it's through for his 5th hit in 5 at-bats. Boy, and they have not been able to get it. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, no way you could look past this guy. Really a game he'll remember for a long time. 4 home runs. No other way to break it down except to say that was an awesome performance.
He falls to 3-2.
It's the MLB pregame. Afternoon baseball now, and a fine Sunday for our national pastime from Yankee Stadium. Cookie Cowboy will get his first shot now, coming off a big ball game last night in which he accounted for 5 runs batted in.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so...
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cookie Cowboy. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Smoked on the ground left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
So far, he's throwing a lot of fastballs here early in the count.
Cookie Cowboy will start things out for the Yankees here in their half of the 6th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run.
Leading off for the Yankees.
So standing in, Cookie Cowboy, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Yeah, and that home run might just earn their closer an extra day of rest right here. That makes this a 4-run game now, and with the top of the 9th looming, it would make that a non-save situation.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs.
Tonight's game is just around the corner as we start to wrap up the MLB pregame show. But before we go down to the action, let's take a look at a young player. Time for baseball now on the show as we give you a look inside U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Chicago White Sox. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Cookie Cowboy will stride in, hoping to stay hot as he came through with a 4-hit contest yesterday afternoon.
And he's been hitting the ball out of the yard, too. A whole bunch of home runs in his last 10 games. And yesterday was a good one, too.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. Cookie Cowboy steps in, batting from the right side with the left-hander on the mound.
Cookie Cowboy.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run.
Now back batting.
Striding into the box, Cookie Cowboy. As the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here. High in the air out to center field. Chance waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Cookie Cowboy will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the fourth inning, and what a big one it was. A three-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So a three-run shot to right center field, his second of the game, as this lead got even wider.
Talk about everybody having hits. Jeez.
Cookie Cowboy will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Chance retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, well, he really drove the ball well in this one. Winds up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a present. Both Tuesday night baseball from U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week. Cookie Cowboy strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Chance going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And he can't hold on to the throw as it's short out. Cookie Cowboy stands in after hitting an RBI double his first time around.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Hit hard up the middle, and that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. The relay throw, and they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third. Cookie Cowboy steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around.
Right fielder, Cookie Cowboy.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The tag, and he's out at third, and a poor decision to try to stretch it that time.
Yeah, you know, he's got 2 bases in the bag, but he wants 3. And he ain't going to get it, as a good throw is going to take care of him trying to stretch that double into a triple.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cookie Cowboy. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, well, he wound up getting gunned down, but he did hit the ball well, and he's going to look to do the same thing right here.
And the Yankees were given a big boost tonight by the performance of this man, Starlin Castro. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3